be sitting on the biggest housing bubble of all time.
Homes in Canada are near the least affordable in more than 4 decades.
We need more homes in Vaughan. We need more homes across the GTA. We need more homes right across the country.
Canada is facing a widespread affordability crisis that is affecting millions of its residents. The average housing value in the country has doubled since 2011. The continuous surge in home prices has erected substantial barriers for aspiring homeowners. As of May 2023, the average home prices have reached $700,000. In Ontario, the average home price has climbed to $900,000, reflecting a 6% increase from the previous year in 2022. In the last 5 years, home prices in Canada have experienced a staggering increase of more than 50%, reaching exorbitant levels, particularly in cities such as Toronto and Vancouver. In these urban centers, the average home prices have exceeded the $1 million threshold. The housing agency anticipates that the disparity between supply and demand will reach 3.5 million housing units by the year 2030. The housing affordability crisis in Canada has been exacerbated by the substantial influence of immigration on the nation's population expansion. According to the Government of Canada, immigrants could potentially constitute an impressive 30% of the country's total population by the year 2036. The arrival of new residents has resulted in an increase in the demand for housing, further intensified as millennials and Gen Z establish their own households and seek a place to call their own. The projected population of Canada is set to reach over 45 million by 2040 and 52 million by 2060. In a study conducted in 2022 by Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation, it was indicated that the nation must generate an additional 3.5 million housing units beyond the existing delivery pipeline by 2030 to address the issue of housing affordability. However, it is evident that rectifying this situation by 2030 is unlikely and perhaps not even achievable by 2040. Canada's National Housing Agency has stated that a total of $1 trillion Canadian dollar will be required to construct a sufficient number of homes to alleviate the housing affordability crisis in the country by the end of the decade. The federal government of Canada has made efforts to reduce demand and promote home construction. This year, several new laws were enacted, such as restricting most foreign individuals from purchasing homes in the country for a 2-year period, implementing taxes on investors who swiftly buy and sell homes for profit or engage in speculation, and imposing taxes on vacant properties. While the measures have slowed demand, they haven't proven sufficient to lower prices. The most effective and sustainable approach to resolving Canada's housing crisis involves boosting the housing supply. This necessitates the relaxation of zoning laws and the streamlining of the approval process. It is imperative for both federal and provincial governments to enact policies specifically addressing the challenges posed by the housing crisis.